Alright, so how's everyone's day going? This is my review for the 1942 Unknown Battle, a Russian war film that just came out on iTunes, but I believe it originally came out in 2019. 2019, 2020, but it's 2 years apart. I noticed with films I have checked out that are European or just not in American made movies. So correct me in the comments below. But the plot of this is in World War II, 1942, the Red Army, the Russians, must protect a village from being captured again by the Nazis after being brutally massacred by the capturing of the town. They are left with a low amount of soldiers and a low of rations and weaponry. So I'm trying a little different thing to get into these movies for you guys and also gain subscribers. So I'm trying to not give away as much information or if any at all. So this is how it's going to be tried out for some time. I'm going to see how it goes. If it's easy for me, because that's what the main number one thing is. Is it something I want to do? Is it something that's easy for me? Yeah, so, you know the plot of the movie. This was hands down a huge budget war film. It kind of reminded me of how the budget, mostly physical effects, mostly lots of huge explosions, and there's a lot of them. And the realisticness of the tons of bloody scenes in here reminded me of 1917. However, it's not anywhere as with the panning or panning. Yeah, they didn't have panning in. Well, they did. It was from up above. They had some shots and some shots that were going from below up, but there wasn't that much. So it's nothing really like a award-winning compared to 1917, so there's not really that connection, big of connection towards them, the two, but it's still the quality of the camera and again the effects and the explosions, the non-stop and fighting was definitely, in that range of that, but still far away, if you know what I mean. And there was definitely some fast-paced shotting as they're running, so that also goes into 1917 and those type of, I forgot what you call them for some reason. It's just slipped off the top of my head. The dramaticness of those big blockbuster movies, big blockbuster films is what I'm thinking of. Now, for the acting, as far as I could tell, because this was dubbed, and I'll get into that in a second. The acting, as far as I could tell, was good. It was kind of hard to tell the difference between the acting and the silly voiceover type of, and their mannerism. Because the only gripe I have about this, other than the fact that all the captions were not translated, so I didn't understand a thing, and there was a whole bunch at the end, which I imagine those are, as this was based on true story, I'm assuming, I couldn't really tell. I'm assuming they were talking about what happened after the war and stuff. But what I'm getting at is the main gripe of this is throughout from beginning to end was the dubbing, the overdubbing. The voices came off for the most part kind of comical, along with mannerism and the characters in general kind of came off comical, combined with the voiceovers. There was even in the beginning, in the opening shot of them taking the village. Sorry, I don't know why I said thing. There was a guy that was talking, and I swear to God, he sounded like it was either the 70s or 80s original Yoda voice. It just sounded like that. I immediately thought, wow, that's hilarious, and I hope it was not like the rest of the film. There were some parts in there, but it wasn't like it wasn't like Yoda, but there was definitely some comical voices that were used. Some of that, it sounds like they used American. It sounds like they used American voices for sure, because there were some kind of deep voices that were a bit cracking, and then there was this one character in here who has this kind of, to me it sounded like he had an Italian voice, but he was going in and out. So he's like he was trying to do a Russian voice accent. Why, I don't know. I mean, I guess that can make sense, but he was doing that, and it was like going in and out. So it was kind of comical. But then his whole character as a whole was this nonsense Looney Tune type of him singing these old school songs and stuff that I don't even realize. I don't even think are Russian or European, but I could be wrong. Like My Little Sunshine was sung in there, and I can't really fully describe him. His comical thing without, you would have to see it, but it's really, really kind of weird and comical. There were some twists in there, I'll admit, but there were like tiny twists, like a couple of them in there, and they weren't really that special in my opinion. So you're not really necessarily going to get something like, oh wow, I had no clue. So I mean, I had no clue, but it was like not really that impressive to me. So I don't know. I really don't know if I'm more entertained by the nonstop comical stuff, because it wasn't like, I guess in my opinion, kind of bad. It was bad in the right type of, in the wrong. It was good in the right type of ways, but it was bad in the at the same time, if you know what I mean. So it's and what I mean even more by that is, for my type of taste, I kind of like these weird type of things, type of films with these kind of things, and it fit very well, even though it's a movie that's supposed to be taken seriously. The whole dubbing, everything was completely serious. The story was in the middle. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It wasn't great. But it was just all thrown off by all these voice actors who did these things. And also the emotions with some of them when they were mad didn't at all fit, because they didn't look mad. They looked like they were, kind of happy, and but without the smiling, and doing the kind of like they're talking tough and stuff. So that is all I got. So without giving much away, because there wasn't also that much to this film to actually put in here that wasn't spoiler wise. So that's what you get, the summary of the film. Now, this is my rating of it. So we'll see how this goes with trying to get back to what I was really doing, not giving a lot, but not giving a whole lot of spoilers, or even any at all. So let me know in the comments, let you know. I know people like spoilers, some people don't. So I've been kind of doing just spoilers, but it is what it is. I want your feedback, I really do. But either way, what it really comes down to is it going to get me more subscribers? Is it going to help me grow as a channel? So, yeah, I mean, I wish I could tell you more about this film. It was actually very entertaining. Not necessarily, again, for the right reasons, but it was very entertaining, and I thought the ending was good. It was very dramatic ending, and I won't say what it is. But, anyways, I will hopefully see you sometime later this week. I don't know when I'll be giving out another review. So be patient, hit that bell icon. Please hit that like button. They help out a lot with the algorithm. I know I just pronounced that wrong, but whatever. And if you have not already, please subscribe. I love you all, and keep being healthy, stay positive, and Skull.